But yeah, I'm just gonna play some Diablo 2 Resurrected. Try to have some fun with that tonight.
Good game. Good game.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, chill out and play some Zomboid. Project Zomboid for a little bit.
Project Zomboid. What is that?
It's a zombie survival game.
Is that the one where you like? Oh no, is that thinking of? Wasn't there one that was like on the old, not the Switch, but the one before the Switch, the Wii U or something?
No, no. It's if
Or
I
is this the
had to
one where you
guess.
build a base? I don't remember which one you're
Let me
talking
see.
about.
I'll send you a screenshot.
All right, so what class should I be? I'm thinking Paladin for my first character. I think that should be fun. Paladin.
Oh fuck.
Level 1 Paladin.
How fresh is it? Is it did it just come out?
Yeah.
Good day.
Like
Well met,
this week
noble.
today?
Today,
Or
it started today.
oh fuck. I see. So I see.
All right. Let's go kill some things. I gotta get the quest first. I forgot I gotta go talk to Adria. Yeah. Yeah, I love this game back in the day, so I figured I should give it a shot again.
Remastered version looks pretty nice.
Yep. Check my settings. Let me see. Let's go very high. Very high. Very high. Very high everything. There we go. Yeah, it's fine. Wait. Turn to game. That looks pretty. Looks very good. Very good. Let's turn that one.
I will cleanse this wilderness.
I will cleanse this wilderness, he says. So, what's on your mind tonight?
John.
Dylan?
Honestly, I'm vibing. Just got home from work. Tired.
Yeah.
Playing some games. And trying to wind down a little bit.
Yeah. So, I was curious. So I've been kind of like bummed with everything. I don't know how much you want to get into it or whatever, but I was very sad to see you go. I just, I know it's kind of a hassle for you and whatnot, but I don't know.
No, I hear you, man. I get it. It's
I just felt like things were like kind of calming down a little bit, and like I was hoping that we'd kind of gotten past all that stuff, you know, and then I don't know, maybe something else was going on or whatever, but
no, I mean I haven't really gotten that vibe personally.
what do you mean?
More like the vibe that things were like calming down or getting better or what have you.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean definitely got the vibe. Like I told you, I mean it just feels like I can't even have a conversation with my friends without having like Big Brother, you know, constantly like looking over my shoulder. Like,
Sure.
you know, every little thing that I say, it's like I don't really want to deal with that.
Yeah. I was kind of just trying to like. I was trying to like be combative with you to like kind of show that like, hey, we can have disagreements, but like still not get like upset at each other like personally, you know. And I thought that
Yeah.
that was kind of like helping and working, but I don't know. I understand where you're coming from too. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like, I definitely wanted to engage with you, right, and like fuck around, but I know that
Evil
if I
dwells
do,
within
you
this
know,
cave.
things are going to be said that get said in every conversation that I have in that Discord, just basically like you're trolling big, you're being disingenuous, you're bad faith, like etc. etc.
but see, I
So
would
like,
just be like, well, no, we're just fucking around, having fun. Like, we can have a conversation. Like, that's what I was hoping for.
yeah,
Like, if something were to get like somebody were to say something like that, like that's what I was like hoping for, and like have people be like, and just be able to be like, hey, no, this is just how we are, and like it's fine. There's no need to get to I don't know what the word would be, I guess, but like,
get upset about it or take it
well,
personally,
yeah,
or,
just like,
you know, just like take it seriously.
why can't I?
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll come back in a few days, you know,
I
a
hope
little
you
bit,
do, and
see where things are at, but I mean, from my point of view, it's like every single conversation that I have, no matter how like cordial or good faith I try to be, it's like you're bad faith, you're trolling, disingenuous, etc., etc.
yeah,
And at a certain point, it's like I'm not even like mad or upset at it. Like I'm not even like mad or upset about it at this point. It's more just like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that. Like, I can just talk to other people, you know, debate other people. It's fine.
yeah. I don't know. Maybe having like
Can't carry anymore.
conversations, like if you want to get like more spicy, like maybe taking somewhere else. Like obviously, I know that's kind of like a shitty way to think about it, but I don't know. I just feel like there's a way we can
No, I hear
still
you.
Overburdened.
have you, because I don't know, I like having like a place where we can all just kind of chill, you know, and like I don't really care so much about the voice chat as like the or the text chat as much as the voice chat. Like text chat to me is just like I just don't really get involved in that too much, you know,
Right.
because it's kind of like, why would I bother, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
427. Sorry, I'm trying to
Good to see you.
play my game.
Very good. I'm chilling, playing, trying to figure out what mod list I want to use.
What game are you playing?
Project Zombie.
Oh yeah, it's probably Jumbo. Yes,
Good day.
So, speaking of what we were kind of talking about before, and what's been on the news lately, did you see that? Again, I don't know. I just saw like one article briefly today about the Haitian immigrants like hijacking the buses and like overthrowing the buses,
Oh,
so they could like drive away and escape, so they don't get sent back to Haiti or something.
Yeah, I don't see that. I mean, it's kind of a shit situation, you know. There's not really a good answer, in my opinion, or even a right answer, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, the reason why we're at this point at all is because Border Patrol and Homeland Security, etc., like literally just don't have the assets that they need to handle the amount of people that are trying to enter the country, seeking asylum. They don't, you know. That's why.
And do you think that Biden has any responsibility for like kind of egging and encouraging that surge at the border to happen. Kind of giving like giving the notion that like, hey, if you come here, we'll keep you, and like giving people more, you know, even more incentive to like try to rush the border than they already had previously.
I feel like I don't know if he has though recently. I mean, recently we had what, Kamala Harris.
Well, you also have
Give
to, I
the
mean,
whole, like, do not come
you have to
thing,
remember a
like,
lot of this stuff is like months in the making. Like people didn't just like show up at the border in one day, right? They like the
yeah.
Haitians literally like traveled across Mexico and shit like to get there. You know, it's not like they just showed up. You know, they had to travel. And
For sure. I just don't know how much. I don't know how much the president's rhetoric honestly has to do with it. It's. I mean, it's hard to put a number on it. I mean, you can't say that. I couldn't say that it's had no impact at all.
well, I mean, obviously we've definitely seen an increase in the amount of people trying to cross the border, right? Since Biden's been elected. I mean, we even saw it before the presidency actually took over. Like we saw it from like in between November and January, the increase began. And now we're just kind of seeing like the catastrophic, or not catastrophic, like the cold, like the cascade of floodgates kind of opening at this point now.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, yeah, I mean it's difficult. How much of it was Biden's rhetoric, and how much of it was literally any other president than Trump was looking like they were going to take office? I mean, it's tough for me because it's not like the Obama administration was well known for being very receiving towards immigrants, you know.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, Obama was
the
called
porter in the
deporter
tree.
chief.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not really. I mean, I'm not really talking about it. I'm talking about, you know, Biden and what he's doing now. I mean, I think the difference is fairly clear that there's been a massive increase in the last, you know, especially in the last 6 to 8 months, especially.
Sure.
You know, I know a
just
lot
wonder...
of it is, you know, obviously there's, you know, some of that's COVID related, right? But like we were still like within COVID for, you know, more time before Biden than after, right? So like,
yeah,
I would have thought if we were going to see that type of increase, we would already be kind of seeing that prior to November. And, you know, I don't know.
it's hard. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's had no.
I know you're not a Biden stan, but like,
yeah. I'm not going to say that it's had no impact. I mean, in general, right? I think that people. I think that immigration's a good thing, right? It just.
oh yeah,
Part of it is. I think a lot of what we're seeing right now, in my opinion, honestly, falls on Congress kind of just sitting on their hands and not actually doing anything to help solve the problem. You know, I feel like both sides are basically just using this as a way to hit the punching bag a little bit, you know, and bicker about it and try to score points, and then, you know, maybe a couple months from now they'll pass some bill that doesn't really do anything, and the problem's not really as serious as it was at the time when you know the funding was needed. So, but that's democracy for you. So.
yeah. And that's another thing too. Is like I'm just kind of like fed up with the whole like inaction of Congress in general the last, you know, however long. Like I feel like they haven't really done much of any actual legislating. Like I don't know, like I know that there's like people that, you know, stand in the way of different bills and such, you know, depending on their party lines or whatnot. But like I just feel like we need to have more cooperation in Congress in general, and actually be like, even if it means we have to do more narrow legislation, like I think that's part of the issue. Like we've gotten to this point where we try to package so many things and just makes it this unwieldy law that like nobody really has time to read or look into. You know, when you have 5,000 page bills, I just think it's like absurd. And then giving the Congress people like literally just days to like look over this stuff and make a decision, like seems kind of crazy, like how that whole process works. And you think that we'd have a better way to do it, you know? And I mean, we see it happen sometimes, right? So like we saw it happen with, I think today or yesterday they put through like a single line item bill for like to reinstate the funding for Israel's Iron Dome thing or whatever.
Oh yeah, I know some of the Dems were trying to stop that.
Yeah, and like for me personally, like I actually like I know like AOC was one of the ones that was against it, and I actually like that's one of the things I actually agree with AOC on. Like I don't think we should be giving Israel $1 billion for their defense. Like I mean, obviously I think that every country should be able to like protect themselves, but why should we be funding it to that extent? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like we have so many issues here. Like why would we?
Here is done.
Why would we feel like we have to like interject ourselves into these like things, especially like when we have our own issues, you know?
Step one, the bigs of me slowly pilling you on becoming a socialist.
I mean, I'm not a socialist, but like I just don't want people to I just don't want us to spend all this money on like fucking other countries and shit. Like I just don't think that's a worthwhile endeavor. Like I mean, obviously Israel is one of the better like performing countries as far as like innovation and technology and stuff like that. So like why should we feel like we need to supplement them? Like
Because
what?
they're our biggest ally in the Middle East and serve America's geopolitical interests, basically.
But do they really? Like what do they do that's so like obviously like we have like we have like bases there and such, but like we put bases wherever we want. Like we don't like we had bases literally in Afghanistan and stuff like that. So like I just don't understand.
Well, it's more. I mean, we have an entire country there that's like hates Iran, and Iran's like
Yeah.
our worst enemy in the Middle East.
What, are they though? Like what are they really doing? Like I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about like foreign policy. Like to me, like I just don't. I mean, like is anything we're doing really preventing them from doing anything? Like I don't really think so. Like they have
Sanctions?
nuclears, right? Like they have nuclear weapons. Like we know that.
Yeah.
So like, what do we like? What I don't understand what we're doing here. Like it's already basically like mutual assured destruction type situation. So like obviously, if anybody does anything, it's going to cause a kerfuffle of some kind, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like we're basically just engaging in economic warfare in order to try to just
I
tank
didn't
their
know he was
economy.
hanging out too. I see you're talking in chat as well. Hi, Blizza. Hope you're doing well. Sorry, I got distracted.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Oh, dang it! I actually gotta buy freaking scrolls of identification. Dang it!
Greetings.
Sorry, I was completely muted that whole time. Damn it!
Oh no, you're good.
I like muted it so I could sneeze, and then I forgot to unmute it, but I thought I unmuted it, but I guess I didn't. Anyway, so like I was saying, I just don't feel like we're getting enough value out of our money for that type of thing. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you. It's basically.
My rogues.
what do you think?
I mean, for me, that's basically a big part of socialism. For me, anyways, it's more just like, hey, if you're gonna ask me to pay taxes, I better see those taxes at work in my community. Not being shipped off, to fund some
Some
foreign
foreign
war
war, yeah.
that doesn't benefit anybody in America, really.
I don't know, it just kind of irks me. And then to see our like Congress people not be able to like do stuff for our own people.
Yeah, I mean that's really what it is for me. I just want to see a government that actually aims to serve the needs of the working class and not the corporatocracy that seems to have taken over America.
So Melissa seems to think that we are the only thing holding Israel back from glassing Iran. Okay. It's an interesting thought, I suppose.
What, I mean, just fuck it and let them do it, right?
I mean, I don't think they would. I mean, it just seems kind of like a poor strategy to like nuke your neighbor, I guess. Just doesn't seem very... Yeah. Not only does it just seem...
in his direction, he might be in trouble.
Exactly, like this doesn't seem very well thought out, I guess. I don't know, it's interesting just how it all goes. I'm actually, I know this might sound terrible, but I'm actually kind of hoping for a government shutdown. I know it kind of sucks for a lot of people and stuff like that, but like I'm just so sick of everything. Like we need like a wake-up call to like figure this shit out. Like the amount of money that's going out and the lack of like actual tangible benefit. Like I don't know.
I hear ya. I don't think that if government shuts down, it's going to be a wake-up call for anybody in government.
I know, but there's got to be something that we can, like,
I am overburdened.
some way that we can, I guess put the pressure on. I don't know, it's like not a great way to put it, but seven.
Collectivization, Biggs.
Collectivization, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, in some regards it can be beneficial, sure. I guess it just depends. I don't think that we'd have to like collectivize to actually get like real things done, and I just don't think that people have enough commonality to really to like actually be able to make it work, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately not, but I don't know, that's what's difficult, I suppose. People seemingly, for one reason or another that I don't really understand, are hellbent on voting against their own self-interests and people who represent them, who they think represent them, but in all actuality don't. As sad as that is.
Yeah. Melissa says we fall off the cliff into recession if we default. I think we're actually just artificially propped out of it anyway, so I mean I think it's gonna happen, and I'd rather pull the band-aid off sooner rather than later. I don't know how much worse it could really get based on like what we already had with like the whole like economy shutdown for like at least a few months last year, and hit and miss around other places even now currently. I'm pretty lucky because where I live has been pretty much back to normal for like like the last like year almost probably. So like obviously some places like have had issues or like, you know, quarantining for like places. Like we had a couple outbreaks that like people had to like stay home because of, you know, somebody was in close contact or whatever. And we had like some guy a couple weeks ago that was like didn't tell anybody that he was sick and then like tested positive like 6 days later, so it was like way after like he should have told people kind of thing. So it was kind of like, okay, well, this is dumb. But I don't know. And I've been looking into some of the numbers too. Like obviously like it's bad, but like when you look at like the fact that we're shutting down so much stuff and like doing all this damage when like we should just be protecting the vulnerable and not forcing everybody else to be crippled by it too, I just think it's kind of absurd. I think I was looking at it, it was something like if you're under 50, it's like the chance of you getting it and like getting like severely ill from it are like 0.00001% chance and stuff like that. So it's just like, I don't know. It just makes me wonder if like the
lockdowns help the working class at all.
Huh?
I don't think that the lockdowns like really helped the working class at all. Basically asked people to shut down but didn't compensate them. Pretty shitty.
Yeah, definitely not
Nice standpoint.
equivalent. Like obviously like whatever, $600 here, $1,200 here,
Yeah.
whatever, $14 here. It's like it's just not
that, like all these mom and pop shops and, you know, smaller more family local businesses were all, you know, asked and forced to close, and then, you know, Walmart's allowed to stay open, and they're fucking raking in the cash. You know, raises a few red flags for me, anyways.
for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Just like between COVID stuff,
Beware.
like the vaccine mandates,
Beware.
the border crisis. I just feel like it's just one thing after another.
Yeah, the world's always falling apart.
True. Very true.
Sad as that is to say, it'd be like that.
Good day.
Just wish we could like have a way to see how things would be different. Like if we had a
Proverbial time machine.
well, not even that, but it's just like a way to look through like to an alternate universe if other things were like other decisions were made. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, like to me, I think that again, this is pure speculation, but like I think I was talking to, I don't know if it was you or Black Guy or somebody the other day, and I was like, you know, what about like how do you think the different parties would be viewing the whole like vaccine and vaccine mandates if it was Trump pushing a vaccine mandate? Like do you think the roles would be reversed and the left would be like pushing against it, or do you think it would still be like the same but like maybe a little bit more the left and a little bit more the right, more accepting? Like what bearing would that actually have on like who wants to get the vaccine and all that? So like I wish we could just find out like what that would be as far as, oh my god, there's a lot of dudes.
Yeah, I mean, we have our answer.
What's that?
For that anyways. I mean, we saw just like the straight up vaccine hesitancy that existed when Trump was in office. I mean, there was a lot of Dems that were like, I'm not going to trust a vaccine.
Right, yeah, I mean, even Kamala Harris, like, but I mean, I'm saying, like, obviously, like, in the beginning, like, I think in the beginning, like, obviously, I think for a situation that we were so unprecedented in being with, like, literally, like, rolling out vaccines after 18 months when, or even 12 months when literally previously it would be, like, decades before vaccines were approved, you know what I mean? like I think everybody was kind of like, you know, reasonably to be a little bit skeptical, but I think
Yeah.
that like I just wonder what the actual like numbers would have been, like if it would have been completely flipped, or if it would have been like just slightly pulled from a little bit from like the fringes of each side. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like
I mean, I waited to get my vaccine. You know,
I'm
I
still
know when the
waiting.
vaccine first came out, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait until we see some data on this or something, you know. And then once I got the data, then I was like, oh, okay, you know,
It's
looks like
good
it's okay.
enough, right?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't really concerned about side effects or anything from the vaccine. Um, Granted, I mean, realistically, I'm not I'm not really concerned about getting COVID myself personally, being the
Right.
fact,
That's the boat I'm into. Like obviously I
you
don't want to
know,
spread it either. But like that's the whole point is like obviously like so to me, and again maybe I'm wrong and you might be able to correct me depending on like what your view of this is, but like to me, the real big thing about getting the vaccine is that it lessens the severity and gives you a much better chance to like get over it with like minimal like effect on you. You know what I mean? Like that's my at least from what I've read.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
And like to me that like has nothing to do with what they're actually pushing for like because you can still spread it. Like the viral load itself is still relatively similar regardless if you have the vaccine or not. You actually may be more asymptomatic, which can be, you know, an issue, right? For you
For
know
sure.
being a unknowing spreader and whatnot. But like I just feel like the whole push of the vaccine just seems so antithetical to what like they're trying to do, I guess. You know what I mean? Like
I think getting vaccinated is a good thing for yourself and for your community. Definitely. I mean, yes, technically you can still spread it, but as far as I'm aware, it would be, you know, at least for yourself personally, it's less severe. And then if you also spread it to somebody else who's vaccinated, you know, kind of compounding on that. Like if everybody's vaccinated, then the way that it spreads is not going to have a as severe of an impact as it would otherwise. I mean, for me, it was mostly just like I'm not really concerned about getting COVID. I'm not really concerned about side effects from the vaccine. It's more just like, hey, um, if I can get a vaccine and it makes people more
I need a
comfortable
key.
being around me, etc., you know, then I'm like cool that I'm not too worried about it, kind of thing.
yeah. So Blizza said that doesn't that if you're not symptomatic but you still have viral load, wouldn't that make it more spreadable? I don't know. I mean, I don't think we've done enough. Huh?
I don't think that it makes it more spreadable. I think what's more likely is that like you're gonna be out in public and not know that you have COVID and spreading it.
Right. Yeah, but that's what he's saying. Like you think it's like a false sense of protection kind of thing. Like, and you may be less knowledgeable that you have it because, like you said, you're asymptomatic or whatever. So.
Right.
Don't know. What do you think about the mandates in general?
Um, for me, I honestly don't know enough to say. I mean, I think with the mandates, I'd have to look at, which I haven't taken the time to do yet, but I'd have to look at other vaccine mandates that have taken place historically and see how it compares to those. More like, is this out of the ordinary, right? And then if it is out of the ordinary, how much is it warranted?
Yeah, so that's like my biggest. I think my biggest hang up personally is the fact that because like obviously like the numbers are like the raw numbers are high, but like when you look at like the actual like when you break down those numbers into like the categories, to me it seems like we should have been doing much more to protect people like over 65, and the stuff for like the whole country being shut down, I think was like a mistake in general. And like, I don't know how it would go for like mandating like people of a certain age to do something. Like, I don't know if that's like ageist, and I know we have laws against like age issues. But I just feel like just the way it was gone about was just so basically like, obviously in the beginning I'll give them a pass just because it was a situation where they didn't know. But now that we like when we did know was when we actually did the lockdowns, you know, in like the summer months of like, you know, all the way into like basically early this year. Like, I thought that was a bit extensive. Like, once we knew and the numbers are coming in, I think it's something like out of like the 600,000 and something people that have passed in the United States, like only something like 10 to 20,000 are like under 40 or something like that, or under 35 or whatever it was. So like, it just seemed like we were way overdoing it for the amount of people that were really being affected. And obviously, like, every person that gets dies is important, but like,
For sure. Yeah, I mean, as far as policy goes, I mean, it's always a cost benefit analysis. As morbid as that is, that's just the reality of policy, unfortunately.
what's up, Alexa? How are you? Just FYI, I'm streaming.
Oh. Go crazy, Alexa.
Not like anybody watches this stream anyways, except for Blizza.
I need a
He must be super bored.
Nah, Blizzard's the fucking homie.
I know, I love Blizza. He always hangs out with everybody. I try to go and hang out. I know Blizza doesn't stream as often, but I know like Crunge always streams, so I try to go on his all the time. Fucking goat, man. God damn you goat guys.
Yeah, yeah, sorry, Looter, I had something come up. So, how are y'all?
You're gonna bounce.
Good.
Oh, you're heading out, Looter?
No, I was saying, are you sticking around or are you gonna bounce?
Oh, I'm gonna hang around.
Okay. So then what's going on, my dude?
No, not much. Big said you're streaming?
Yes, I'm playing Diablo and just chatting with Looter.
Oh, I got you.
But I am streaming, yes. I'm streaming some
Good.
Diablo 2 Resurrected and getting my
I
butt
was about
kicked
to
by the
start
goatman.
scream some racial slurs. Had to.
Yeah, I know you like to scream the racial slurs.
Hold on.
But no comment or topic of conversation is off the table as long as it is.
Hello! Thank you for gifting 5 subs. I died, but that's amazing, Blizza. Thank you so much.
J-Freak, Computer Carnage, Stick Pull.
Hell yeah, thank you so much. And Jason Society. You guys are balling. Blizza. The man of the hour. Thank you so much. You guys are fucking... You guys are the best.
The sisterhood welcomes you.
You guys are so amazing, I even died for you. I died for your sins, apparently.
Hey, Looter, if you act up, look at your rolls. Boom. Don't be acting up now.
What? I moderated privilege in this Discord. You can't touch me.
Now you don't. Just kidding. Now you do.
I should be a mod in every Discord I'm in.
Biggs, all right, I'll give you a roll. All right, here you go.
How about you give me a roll, the fat roll, because I'm a fatty.
Boom.
Fatty,
There you go.
fat.
That's the roll you get.
J Freak, I am like level 3 or something tiny. I'm just a tiny little guy. And I'm gonna die again because I fucking fucked up.
I gave Biggs the gay roll.
Yes. I'm so happy, so happy, so happy and merry and gay.
We don't want you to be happy. We're gonna take away the gay roll.
What? I love being gay.
But we're gonna give you conservatard.
Conservatard.
Yeah.
I love being a conservatard.
Yeah. Yeah, Looter, act up in here. I'll take away your mod.
You can try.
Here,
Try.
look in your rolls. Boom, gone. No more mod.
I'm a little annoyed with you, Alexa, by the way.
Yeah, why?
Well, I don't want to talk about it, but I am a little annoyed with you.
About.
Yeah, just some things I didn't think were so savory. But
Context?
yeah, just nothing that's really that important, but just a little irked me is a little bit some of the things that I saw today. That's all. But I do want to say that, and you can help me as well, Alexa, is we need to get Looter to come back because I want to be where all my friends are and where everybody knows my name. Like that song goes, where everybody knows your name like
Looter back
Cheers.
too,
I know.
but I understand the reason he
I
left.
am overburdened.
I think we almost need to get past it all and not worry about that kind of stuff. That's my thing. I just think that the lack of, I guess, trust and such is kind of a little bit
What's up?
disheartening. What's up, J Freak? Hey,
It's
New server.
unnecessary. That is to say the least.
correct.
I'm gonna plug in my new microphone.
Awesome. Are we gonna have like an epiphany moment as well, where
I
the
don't know what that
sun,
means.
like shines from the heavens upon you, and it's like, ah,
I feel like that statement might be fueled by some alcohol. I don't know. I'm just.
What?
Am I right on that or no?
What, I mean, I'm always fueled by alcohol. I mean, if you got, you got ethanol, you got all kinds. I mean, come on now.
Fair enough.
Hey, Beggs, was it the Doom situation? Is that what you're speaking
No,
of?
no, just
No.
Well, what happened with Doom?
So I got the X,
Nothing,
whatever,
yeah.
the blue X. I don't even know what I got. The Yeti X. That's what I got.
the
Jeez,
Yeti, the blue, like the $200 one.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was like
yeah.
It was like 150.
Yeah. So I have a regular, like the original blue Yeti.
Oh right, yeah. I can see it on your mic. Understand.
Yeah, so that's what I got, just the original Yeti, and I got the blue stand for it too.
It's powered with USB as well. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, mine's USB. I don't know. Is yours USB or is yours got the both the USB and the other one too?
It's USB. Yeah.
Okay.
I got an open box, and because it says it was saved $20, so I was like, oh, all right, let's go for that.
Awesome. I figured for the amount of money that I was spending, that it was better just to go with like the original Yeti with the Yeti caster as well and the stand thing. Just because
All right,
it was
my sound might do some weird stuff. I'm plugging it in. Hold on.
We are in the Dylan's Worker Council. Let me see here. I sent you an invite. There's been all kinds of drama, Blizzard. Like, there's the Hans drama going on. There's the fucking stupid drama with who was it? I fucking just, god damn it. Fucking Destiny and whatever, Anna, whoever, whatever the fuck. I don't even know who they are. So you might need to adjust your gain in some of your settings in Discord, Freak, and your like noise gate and all that stuff, depending on how you want to set it up.
Yeah, I was there for all the Anna of War and Destiny drama last night. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
No.
Is that better?
We hear everything now.
Right, yeah. Background stuff.
Like I said, you're probably gonna want to change your noise gate and your gain and stuff.
It really helps. Discord.
So that way, like when your kids are going crazy in the background, it doesn't pick it up. Or if you're like me, I usually go push to talk, but I didn't feel like that today since I'm playing a video game and chatting with my boys and girls.
Yeah, I think I might want to get a foot pedal. That's probably going to be the easiest thing for me. Push to talk's so annoying when you're playing games.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but on the Yeti, you got the mute button right on the front side.
Yeah, but
But
you got to reach up and
yeah.
If you're doing like a podcast or something, it's fine. But
Yeah.
So how's everybody doing tonight? I miss you guys. I haven't been on in a while.
Yeah, what the hell, Biggs?
I've been kind of.
Everybody, I'm actually mad at you, so you can't be mad at me. I'm mad at you.
I don't give a fuck. I've been stuck in a rut. That's my thing. I've just been in that like. I don't know if it's like option paralysis where I've got too much shit to fucking do that I just can't choose what to do. Like, I come down in my basement and sit on my computer for like 5 minutes and like I check my mining stuff and then like I see who's on and I'm like, okay, there's like nobody on, or like there's some people on, but I'm like, I really don't want to talk right now and blah blah blah. But like, I don't know, I've just been kind of stuck in a rut. So I was like, I've been waiting for Diablo to come out, so I figured, hey, Diablo will at least get me on the computer, and then that way I can like chat with you guys too. So like that's my goal, I think, for like the next couple weeks, is just play Diablo, level my character, chat with you guys,
Go with the homies.
have fun. Like I told my wife too, I said I've been hanging out with her like to kind of like build like goodwill, so I could be like, hey honey, like I'm gonna be basically indisposed this whole weekend playing video games, so I should probably hang out with you now so I don't piss you off too much. So we watched a bunch of scary movies the last couple days, which she doesn't like, but it was fun.
I made her watch it anyway.
Did you guys see Candyman yet? The new Candyman?
I downloaded it, but it was a really bad like camera video of it, and it was just awful. So I
I hate it when that happens.
yeah.
Have you seen it before?
Yeah, I saw it last night. It was actually pretty good.
Pretty good? I might check it out then.
My buddy said it was good too. My other friend, so
I mean, it can't be better. It can't be any worse than the last one. So
we got a 6.1 out of 10 on IMDb. So you know,
I am
although
actually
the popularity is it's number 9 right now, which yeah, you know.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of the woke in it, but it's pretty good.
the woke.
yeah,
You know
well,
the woke
Is
is
the bad
dying,
guy?
though,
Is
right?
the bad guy a white guy?
No,
Does he like die for someone? I don't know. So, like,
That's funny.
I mean, even if you think about it, even the first Candyman, you know, the original movie was kind of in the beginning of that woke era, talking about, you know, talking about
Civil
how white
rights.
people overreacted and killed the dude, and he came back
Yeah.
to fucking haunt them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just
I don't-
expect everything to have a layer of woke in it these days. You know what I mean?
True.
yeah, I don't watch scary movies, so or
Oh, I
play
love scary
games or anything
movies.
like that.
yeah, horror movies are like the best.
They are the best. The cheesier, the
Not my
better.
thing. Apparently,
Jay Freak.
Dune got
Hey,
some
for
pretty
young
good shows.
people, it's like it's a sin to watch them.
No, not. I mean, I guess not necessarily, but
He just
no.
he just woke up in a
Just-
fever dream one night and never again.
No, I just not my. So okay, so you know how you get like goosebumps whenever you're in a scary situation or whatever? Or is that just me? Maybe that's just me.
It's just you're a pussy.
All right, so maybe so. But I get that going
That's
in
your
like
flight response. Everybody
the
should have that.
the Legend of Zelda, the graveyard of Legend of Zelda. Whenever that music starts playing,
Oh my
I
gosh.
get goosebumps. And the thing is, it's every single time. You would think after like the 15th time I've been there that I would stop getting goosebumps, but nope, every single time. So I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't like scary stuff.
I'm like the opposite. Like I search out those feelings from when I was a kid. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah, I've been saying it for a while that we should just do like a server wide, just like once a week, everyone get together and bullshit.
I agree.
Like, make it an actual like scheduled thing. That way, even if you are in a rut, you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, I just been like, I mean, like, it's weird because like work stuff is good, like home stuff is good, and all that. Like, I'm good, but I just feel like when it comes to like video games or like
Oh
hanging
yeah,
out
yeah.
with people, like I don't know, it just seems like it's. I just don't want to, just don't even want to be bothered. I guess I don't know. It's hard to explain.
I hear you.
No, yeah, for sure.
And then we have like little dramas that happen, so then it's like, well, that puts me in a bad mood again, on top of like whatever else is going on and all that.
Yeah, don't put it on me, Biggs.
I never said you. I didn't say it was your drama.
The fuck, looter.
Sorry, you got a guilty conscience or whatever. but
Yeah,
you-
sounds like you got some kind of guilty conscience over
I
there.
got a guilty
What's going on?
conscience. I mean, I can't hide it. I don't know what else to say.
Just let me know that you'll always be there, no matter what.
I will
That's what I
never
need from
die.
you. That's what I need from you.
Like
Sorry,
in
Biggs.
America.
Can't say that I will.
That you'll never leave again.
Can't leave again if I don't come back.
Uh,
Five head.
you know what? You're really triggering my abandonment issues, Looter. Okay, that's what happened.
Jeez, Biggs. You never told me you were a stage 5 clinger, man. Gosh.
Dude, stage 5 is like fucking child's play. Okay.
What are the stages? I
I'm
missed
like,
out.
I'm not,
You didn't get the memo?
I'm like the creepy brother that like tries to sneak in your room and like tie you to the bed. I'm that kind of clinger.
Fuck.
Yeah, what's the deal, looter? Did you really leave the server? I see you leave all the time, but come back.
Nah, this was the second time that I left, man.
Well, the second time recently, was that it?
Yeah, that was it. That was it.
My rogue scout.
Is it the same bullshit, the trolling bullshit?
What you mean?
Like, well, basically, what all the
What?
fucking the arguing has been about for the last fucking month. It seems like.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm kind of just over it. If I'm being honest. Like, if I can't have a conversation with my friends without, like... Basically, if I can't, like, have a chill conversation with my friends without having people looking over my shoulder trying to, like...
I don't
nitpick
think you need
or
to worry
take-
about that anymore.
Not-
Right? You
no,
know what
I
we should have
definitely
done
do.
instead of you
I don't
leaving
think- I
was
don't-
we should have just had one of the mods make a channel just for trolling, and then that's where we'd all be all the time anyway.
Right. That sounds like a great. You know what? I might bring that up in the next mod meeting. Not that we have mod meetings, but if we did have mod meetings, I
Almost
would
like
bring it
there's
up.
mod meetings.
No, I would bring it up.
If that was a
does-
thing, I'd
it's-
bring it
it's-
up at the meeting.
It's not apparent that there are mod meetings. Where's the auto run options in Diablo? I know there's
R.
one. I know there is one.
It's R.
Oh, it's in controls, isn't it? Toggle. Toggle.
What are you
it.
playing on?
The PC.
You are so it's just R. You toggle it on and off with R. I will say though that if you do have a controller, it is pretty bomb. It is pretty bomb to play this on with a controller.
Yeah, that's what I heard. They added some quality of life stuff. That's
Well, just
pretty
because like
solid.
so like with I mean I'm playing it. I like playing it like mouse and keyboard, but like if you play it with controller, you actually have bindings, so you can have more than your 2 attacks. Like
Right. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's one of the things that they added. Was the made it really. And how do you do slash players 8? I think.
But I'm a purist.
No, you're not. You're a liberal. That's what you are. You're a goddamn liberal.
I don't even know what the fuck you are, so don't tell me what I am.
You're
Okay,
a
shut the
liberal.
fuck up.
Liberal.
Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started with you, Alexa, okay?
Liberal.
Liberals are fine.
You voted for Joe Biden. I know it.
I voted for Trump. I voted for Gary Johnson. And then before that, I think I voted for, so that would have been 2016. What was 2012 would have been... Who was 2012? Was that Obama and
Obama
McCain?
and
Romney.
Oh,
Romney.
Romney was the second one. McCain was the first, yeah.
So I know I voted for Obama his second term.
True. I voted Obama second time as well. Voted
But
McCain
I
the
don't-
first time.
I think I voted for McCain. The
Oh,
first
you voted
time.
McCain? Gross.
Well,
I
because also
voted Obama, then Romney.
I
Oh,
literally
no, not
just moved to
Romney.
Arizona, so I was like,
No,
had the
Romney.
excuse
Ew.
of,
I watched a lot of Fox News back then, so that's fair.
Oh God, you were brainwashed.
I don't know. I think the left is the brainwashed ones these days, to be honest with you.
We're the ones that are always right, don't you know?
I don't think so.
Wait, you're on the left, Alexa?
No, I'm just fucking around.
Wait, I thought you were on the right.
Who, me?
It's like a crunch
Yeah,
lower
you're
LARP.
right.
Yeah, no, I'm not on the right. I'm more left than right, but
Okay, Nacho.
Hey, what are you
Okay.
talking about? Hey, leave no take Nacho out of this, okay?
No take Nacho. we need to get somebody who can like do Photoshop and get a new Dorito flavor.
Jeez.
No take nachos.
No take nacho flavor. That's pretty
I
solid.
don't know. I like that. I came up with that one day, and I was giving him shit about it. I thought it was pretty funny.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
All right, next thing. How do you target or toggle all the items?
Alt.
Show.
I am
Is
overburdened.
it a toggle?
There's a way to turn it on, but you just like push Alt, hold down Alt, and it does it.
Oh, item label display toggle. Here we go.
What is it?
So you go to the options and go to gameplay. It's the very top item, very top option.
PlayStation 1.
Jeez, Pete, it's so loud.
It's Blizzard's PlayStation.
I loved Nacho's reaction when I gave like the super pro China argument. He was just laughing. I don't even understand.
I can't carry anymore.
So funny.
I did enjoy the whole debate when like not goes back and Melody. That was okay. Okay, we're gonna mute Blizzo for a minute and let him get that sorted out.
I mean, to me, that debate was basically just like Stempy shitting on everybody.
It was pretty funny. The whole chicken thing was pretty funny.
I must
Yeah.
have missed it.
It was an abortion.
Is that good?
Hated Seth.
Is the sound fixed now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. My bad.
I forgot to friend you Blizzo on PlayStation.
Nobody wants to
just
be your
been
friend,
playing,
Alexa. Come on now.
NBA 2K lately.
Do what, Blizzo?
I said I've just been playing NBA 2K. That's about it.
I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege a pretty good amount right now.
Good day.
You play that, Blizzo?
No. I think I bought it, but I never really played it much.
It's pretty fun. And I'm playing Fortnite at the very moment.
Oh god. Trying to say anything.
I've always been out for one though. I like most battle royales. What do you play, Looter?
It's like nostalgic watching you play this game.
I know, it's fucking...
It looks so similar.
It looks how I like remember it looking, even though I know it's like way better.
Right, right, exactly.
It's cool too because you can like toggle to like the old version too. Hold on.
What's the button for that?
G.
G?
Watch. See? Oh, you can see it. See how bad it used to look?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's funny.
It's just so subtle.
Also, you have to remember too, like a lot of what people play now is like with mods. So like when you add the mods to it, it looks way better, even the old version.
Yeah.
But like it's so bad. Like I remember a while back I like tried to like, but when I first heard that this was coming out, I like tried to like download the original and I was like trying to play. I was like, no. Like I can't deal with it. The sprites are too awful. That's just funny. Let's see, what level am I even? No. Level 5. I start doing some skill points here.
But yeah, I also kind of backed off of arguing so often. In the Discords, at least.
It's because you're getting dunked on, Blizza, huh? I couldn't handle all the left in the fucking face.
I don't think I've ever been
All the
dunked on.
points?
Like solid dunks. I don't think it's happened.
Now I gotta put in all my stuff into Holy Fire.
Don't worry, Blizza. If we get in debate, I'll fucking dunk on you. I'll like 360. I'll like turn around and just put the ball right face.
Nice
Right.
little self-report there, Blizza.
Huh?
A nice little self-report. I've never gotten dunked on. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I
Tell me
believe
that
it.
you
I
get
don't think
dunked
he's
on
ever
every
been dunked on.
conversation.
I mean, I've never been dunked on, so I wouldn't even know what that feels like.
Blizza, not Blizza, but
Okay.
fucking big. I dunked on you like last time we were in the VC together. I don't like.
You don't even know how to dunk. You got like a 1-inch vertical, so get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
My, oh my.
Yeah. Well, into you, Biggs. Into
Oh
you.
my
You're
god,
dying.
you wish.
Yeah, you're dying.
You wish you had the verbal
Libertarian.
acuity to deal with me. Come on now. Come on.
Libertarian. I don't want to hear it from you, libertarian.
Mhm.
Oh no.
The information sourcing is like invaluable though. Like I couldn't find all these studies and fucking articles and source material by myself if I was doing it, you know?
Oh, yes, that's where I'm a god. I just got the sources all in my ass.
Sometimes it's not even like relevant to conversations. People just post sources that come up that they run into, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, Lou's just bad faith when he makes all his arguments. He's just a troll.
No, I'm bad
No,
for
I-
my post articles.
I don't mind. I don't even mind it if you don't even believe in your argument, as long as it's scrutinizing my take. You know what I'm saying?
It just
'Cause no
makes
matter
your
what.
it's like sharpening your knife on a whetstone, you know?
Iron sharpens
I'm not gonna
iron
lie.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Doom said that the J Freak that he couldn't even pass a test. I fucking died.
Oh, that was so good. I actually looked
I
up the test that he was
fucking
talking about
died.
what it was. Oh, it was so funny. Sorry, J Freak. I'm sorry that you had to get the butt end of that, but it was so good. That was so good.
You were there, Jay Freak.
Yeah, we were having a conversation. Well, I don't know if it was a conversation.
What were you guys taught? What happened? So they couldn't even pass the
Oh,
test.
Well, yeah,
A Turing test. He was basically
Oh, okay,
he couldn't
okay.
he couldn't
He was calling
respond to
the
my
Russian bot.
argument. So yeah.
Doom said it. He goes, I may disagree with Beagle, but I know for a fact Jay Freak cannot pass the Turing test. Like, Jesus Christ. He's like, you can't make a coherent argument.
That is pretty good.
It was. Get fucking dunked on, Jay Freak.
No, right? It's fun times.
Sitting there, but then the other dog went to lay down and then
Good times in the Discord.
See, I used to look at Looter and Doom in about the same way. Now I just look at Doom that way.
I don't know because I've never seen Doom. Does Doom ever come on like chat? Like PC?
It's rare. He's done it 5 times, if I remember correctly.
Has he ever been on video?
No.
Okay, well I don't give a fuck.
No. The only time he'll usually join chat is when I ask him to.
Most people, if they don't show on camera, I don't really give a fuck what they say. There's a few people that I let pass on that. But
Why?
I feel like if you can't show your face, that's just like ultimate bad faith. For the most part, again, there's some people that
I still win debates, so.
Well, I know. Like I said, there's some people I don't really like. Obviously, some people have reasons and whatnot, but like for the most part, like if you're gonna talk shit, back it up. If you can't show your face, then that's pretty shit to me.
Sorry, Biggs.
Nah, it's fine. I'm just like I said, there's people.
I know, man. Feels bad.
The people that are in here, I don't necessarily ascribe that to, but
I know
other
he's
people.
specifically attacking us right now.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. He knows he can't beat us in debate, so he's attacking
Oh
us.
my god. Whatever.
That's what libertarians do. They know that their whole like way of thinking is bullshit, so they
There's
just.
so many mean things I could say right now, but I'm just gonna take the higher road and be the nice guy.
Yeah.
Take the high road after insulting all of us, and then.
It was just a prank.
I should have prefaced it with present company excluded. Everybody that doesn't show their cameras is a fucking
It was just a
cowardly
direct ad-on
bitch.
attack on us. Yeah.
I don't know. Then I kind of
I've
feel
seen
like
what-
I get
I've
left
seen what
out.
DGG does to people.
I feel like I get left out. Like if I just was a complete douchebag, I think I would just be like able to get all kinds of fucking like views and
For
shit.
sure.
But like I just don't want to do that. Like I just don't have it in me. Like maybe that's a weakness, maybe that's a strength. I don't know. But I like feel like I don't know. I just feel like it's not my way to be. I guess I don't know.
Nah, you're an asshole, but you cover it up and you make people think you're a nice person.
Yeah. I'm just the ultimate manipulator.
Yeah, I'm onto you. Like, I'm gonna think you're the next Mark.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I love you, Bliss.
I don't know if I take that as a compliment or a diss. I don't know. Could go either way.
I made a second joke. I think you might call on, but I said I didn't mean that. I love you, Blizza.
Yeah, I heard it.
That too.
It's funny.
Nah.
People said I'm Mark. People said I'm Crunch Lord. People say I'm all kinds of
You're
people.
I mean,
better
I
than
know
Crunch
you and
Lord.
Crunch are the same person. I know that.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're better than Crunch. Crunch is absolutely great.
otherwise, get him in here because I mean, I've never seen you guys in the same place at the same time. So
Crunch is pretty dumb. You're
join
fairly
his-
smart.
I join his lives all the time.
I know.
Yeah.
You're just a bot in there, though. You're not real.
Yeah. Just got a voice recorder.
It's like he's having a conversation with a pre-recorded message.
That's the only way you can win a debate.
Crunch is actually not too bad. He just goes with he starts with just being toxic, so
He's just slow. He's just
it's hard to beat him. You know what I mean? He's like, I don't care, kill people in Minecraft.
Right?
Yeah, no, arguments are always just really bad usually.
I don't know. I like his whole thing with dealing with the what is he the poverty line. Just get rid of them. Just get rid of all of them. If you make less of this much money, then all right, that's it. Game over.
Every year it goes up by $1,000.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
It's like fucking Hunger Games, but everybody.
It's hard to beat that kind of shit.
I mean, if we're talking about
trying to argue,
I mean,
can't just laugh and say that's dumb.
I mean, if you're talking about getting people motivated, I mean, I don't really see much better motivation than that. You know, I mean, come on.
I've been trying to research like
you do your own research. Wow, you
Oh,
are
okay, hold on.
so
Question
freaking.
now.
You're
Pure
awful.
Eddie Bravo.
I spend like too much time research. I have a podcast that I'm doing on Sunday, and
What?
it's supposed to be. I'm talking about.
Is this like a
one of-
podcast that you do regularly, or like
No,
just
no,
like a
no.
one-time-
I'm just
okay.
joining as somebody as
Oh.
talking head on it. But one of the questions is student debt, getting rid of student debt, and I didn't realize just how long this has been going on, that people have been wanting this, and two, like how deep the rabbit
How
hole
long,
goes.
how long have people been taking loans? Okay, that's how long it's been going on.
Well, but
The Knights Templar.
specifically the student debt one has been like early 2000s. It's like it's been a huge talking point,
Dumb.
and it's like, and then there's so many variables. It's just absurd.
It's dumb. I don't know. I think that if you want to take on a loan, why should it be the taxpayer's responsibility to bail you out when you made a bad decision?
As much as I dislike Tennessee, the one thing they got going for them is the whole Tennessee Promise thing, where they pay for 2 years of your college.
Right, and even that's something more that, is just more reasonable to everybody, is having free community college, not forgiving loans.
Right.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I don't know about for you guys in your area, but like we had, where I came from, a pretty decent community college that was basically like, if you had any kind of like a reasonable GPA and like a reasonable either like extracurriculars,
They accept anybody basically.
you could basically get a free ride. Like I literally could have gotten 2 years of free college just for being in the band for my community college if I wanted to. But I didn't want to do that because a lot of people that I knew from my hometown that had did that in the past, basically they got stuck in our hometown. And I did not want that for myself. Like I wanted to go away to a college, and I went to a Division I school, and I wanted to like have that big college campus experience, and it was great, but it was a lot of money. But I got student aid and I got scholarships and paid the rest myself. So like, and I'm paid. Like my schooling is done. Like I paid for my bachelor's degree in the 10 years that you're supposed to pay it in. So it's not that difficult. That's another thing too that bothers me in general with like society. Like I don't know about you guys. Like obviously everybody comes from different like means and different like homes and stuff like that. But like, is life to you guys really that like difficult? Like, do you really like have that many? I guess like not necessarily struggles, but like
I don't have a degree and I don't need to work. Like, I don't need to.
what do you mean you don't need to work? Like
Like-
you have enough money that you're able to.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And it
Do
wasn't
you wanna
inherited or
tell us,
anything.
huh?
And it wasn't inherited or anything.
Do you want to tell us how you are able to do that, or you don't want to talk about it?
I opened a tattoo shop.
Oh,
It took 10 grand. That's how
And-
much it costs to open a business.
and then did you hired other people and then you just run the business?
No, I was actually a tattoo artist for 7.5 years,
Okay,
and I just stopped because there's no reason for me to do that.
and so now you just make money off the business, like booth rental type stuff and all that.
Yep.
Yeah, see, there you go. So you did something to work in the beginning, and then
It is clear.
you got to the point you
Yeah,
didn't
I
have
worked
to
my
work
ass
anymore.
off for
Yeah, exactly.
my whole life until I decided to go into business for myself.
Yeah. Now, was that hard? Really?
Not at all.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
actual opening the business part, it was not at all.
No, I mean like just
like
like
the work,
whole like
the
like
actual work I did was fucking backbreaking.
What'd you do for it?
I worked for the city. I worked in a street sewer sanitation water department.
Ooh.
In Chicago, so I spent winters about 8 feet underground.
Hell yeah.
With water not being able to be turned off, you know.
I guess that's a great one to have.
I don't know. I just think this whole.
So
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't feel bad for people that went to college and went into all this debt. Like, you should have had a plan. That's what high school is for. That's what guidance counselors are for. Like, you figure out what you want to do. I didn't figure out what I wanted to do, so I decided not to take on over 100K in debt when I was in my teens.
Well, and that's the thing. You don't even need to take out that much debt either. Like, I went to a Division I school, and I barely. I mean, granted, I did get like Pell Grants and stuff like that. But even like with room and board and going an extra year, like my end total was only like 45,000, and that was with an extra year. So you probably take at least like 7 to 10 grand off that would have been my actual. And I took more so I could have extra spending money, so I didn't have to work while I was at college. So I got refunds of probably about like, I don't know, I think it was like average like $3,500 a semester. So like of that money, like I think actual tuition was probably only about 20 grand.
Right, but I mean, we're a little bit older, Biggs.
Yeah, no, I know.
Prices now are not even close to that. They're almost double now. I went to a pretty good university for 1 year.
I don't think that they're that much more now, honestly. Like even like I look at tuition now and it's not that much different than when I was at school.
So I looked it up. It's gone up about 5% every year since like 1990.
See, I graduated high school in 2000. So
Yeah.
I went to Northern Illinois University. And it was
Yeah, one of the
expensive.
biggest.
Boo. I went to Western.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah.
I went to Western Michigan, so we
I
were
was going for
Mac rivals.
Yeah, I was probably at some games. Like I said,
I didn't
it was a really
graduate high school to
expensive party for me.
2003, so you're a little older than me. I was in college from 2003 to 2008. So
I was from 2001 to 2002.
yeah, so you'd been before me.
But I was going for industrial engineering, you know. I was going to graduate making probably 70K, and it wasn't me, you know what I mean? So I stopped and went to work. I have friends that are like career students that are still in school from back then. You know what I mean?
That's
and it's
another,
like, get the fuck out of here with your debt forgiveness.
Yeah, that's always an interesting one. That's like my wife. She's got like multiple master's degrees and shit, and like, I'm like, honey, why do we teach? She's like, if I just keep taking classes, I never have to pay it back. I'm like, I know, but we're never gonna pay it back anyway. So what does it matter?
Okay, Blood Raven's really annoying. Come on, stop hitting me.
What are you playing as?
Amazon.
Yes.
Ooh, Amazon, the boson.
That's my plan.
Yeah.
I'm just winging it right now. I didn't really try to look for any guides or anything.
Oh, we should play together.
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Oh, man. Did you guys see they're hijacking the buses now? Did you see that?
Yeah,
I was talking
taking the buses.
the Haitians.
What?
Yeah,
Like,
I saw that.
green beans or something first? We did something.
I thought that was interesting.
Not green beans.
They're like, oh, they overpowered the bus drivers and then
Look, Steven.
took off.
Whoa, see, it's like, yeah, everybody has to eat some.
Crazy.
This is a shop class.
Just woke up, man.
You heard about the? I guess there was two of them that got like arrested for assault, sexually
Yeah,
assaulting a
I
girl.
posted that the other day.
I did not see that.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
2 guys got arrested for spousal abuse and chomo stuff.
2 Haitians?
No,
Yeah.
2 Afghan refugees.
Oh,
at
Afghan
Fort-
No, the Afghan refugees. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay,
right.
okay. I was talking about the Haitians that hijacked
the bus.
the transport buses. Yeah.
Yeah.
The dog. Bell. What's your name?
Oh man, that's a fun stuff.
That's why I still stick by we should just annex Mexico.
Just annex Mexico and put them all there. I do say that, you know, the same thing with like the
My girlfriend
Israelis,
says,
like,
"You leave Mexico alone."
like with Israel, like we just need to move the promised land to the Baja of Mexico, and then it'll be fine. It's basically the same thing, right?
Yeah, which one would give up their
gotta-
birthright though?
I got a green item already. Check that out.
What?
Keegla's claw, a shield.
Oh my gosh, I hate you. You guys are.
I'm not gonna use it. I'm on Amazon.
Yeah.
I don't use shields, do I?
Of course you will.
I can't carry anymore.
Use whatever you want in this game. That's the thing I like about Diablo 2 better than Diablo 3 is you can literally use like all the same stuff. Whatever character you're on, it doesn't matter. If you hit F, you can zoom in, get super close to the action. So you can't really see what's going on around you though very well.
How do you change the number of players? Because I tried and it didn't work for me.
I don't know anything about the multiplayer stuff on this new one, so I don't know. But I know you can do up to 8, I guess, is the thing now.
Ariel. Ariel.
Oh my gosh, your kids are going crazy.
Oh, sorry. I gotta get used to that.
I told you,
Get
you gotta turn, what's your gain? I literally have my gain almost at 0.
Oh.
So.
Also, you probably have the dial with the 4 settings of how the mic picks up sound.
Yeah,
The third one, that's like a
the heart.
Let's see. You have to hold
like
it down,
upside
right?
down heart.
No, you should just be able
I
to
don't
turn
know. I need to figure out how these settings work. Yeah,
it. You're fine.
because I don't have a clue.
And if you also go into your Discord settings, there's like noise gate and stuff like that. I don't know if you use that at all. You can turn your noise gate so it's.
I used like the banana meter or whatever it's called, but I had to get rid of it because it kept messing up my sound. I don't know if you guys use that, but
banana meter. What do you mean?
it's basically a virtual. It adds like a virtual cable to your system.
Oh,
So you can
okay.
manage
okay,
all
I
that
see-
stuff.
Yeah, I see. I know what you mean. Yeah. I'm missing. Where am I supposed to go? Like lost. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Are you still here, Looter?
Yeah, I'm still here.
I miss you, buddy.
What's going on?
Nothing. I just wanted to check in on you.
I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
How's Project Zomboid going for you?
I died and I quit.
Okay.
That's
Is it like is it one of those ones where it's like hardcore? If you die, you're like lose all your progress.
Yeah.
Project what?
Project Zomboid?
I probably heard that before.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool game. Was it like a 8-bit zombie
Yeah.
game?
Really good though.
Where is the stupid place I'm supposed to go? Damn it.
When did it come out?
Oh, it's been in alpha or beta or whatever.
Oh, okay.
for-
It's one of those.
So
one
it's
of
like
those
never.
games.
It's like never coming out.
Yeah.
It's been out for a real long time.
It's been out for really long.
What's the name of that spaceship game that's never going to come out?
Oh, this one?
Yeah,
Star
Star
Citizen. Yeah.
Star Citizen. I have a friend who spent like $200 on that game. He's like, it's going to come out and it's going to be the greatest game ever. I'm like, you keep saying that.
Yeah, all they have to do is figure out how the economy works,
It's been like 11 years.
like literal economy, like fucking markets and shit. It's like once that game comes out, the world economic system will be fucking solved.
That's when they're waiting. They're waiting for Bitcoin to become the universal currency, and then they can actually come out with the game.
That's funny.
Can you imagine if they come out with a game that uses Bitcoin like as part of the game or something? We need to get on that because that's probably going to be a thing.
I wonder if people would say that it's based because it has Bitcoin in it, or if it's shitty because it's a game that has more microtransactions.
Both.
Yes.
Yes.
If it
Yeah,
gives you
exactly.
the original amount of Bitcoin for like $60 game, if you get $60 worth of Bitcoin, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So every transaction that you do Bitcoin with, it gives you like an incentive to use
Play the
Bitcoin.
game. It'd be
Yeah.
a new gamble. People would be addicted.
It's like a stimulating game for the economy, for Bitcoin economy. Are there ladder characters, or is that not a thing yet? That's
Not
a thing
yet. Not yet.
Because your inventory has you have four tabs. That's awesome.
Yeah, you got shared tabs now. There's
Quest log.
there's a
Search
couple
for
other
king.
things too that are pretty neat. All right, let's see. All my stuff in my stash. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Oh my gosh, it's already 9 o'clock.
For you, shit, it's 8 o'clock for me.
Yeah, well. Just because you get an extra hour doesn't mean you have to be a meanie about it.
Well, I am.
I know, I'm just
Deal with it.
enjoy
Deal with
that
it,
extra
Biggs.
hour.
Deal with it, Biggs.
Well,
You fucking East Coasters living in the past.
I think you got it the other way. I think you got it the wrong way, buddy.
What'd you say? It's 9 o'clock, and he said it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
So if it's 9 where you're at, then you're. Yeah, I guess you're right. It is the wrong way. An hour.
Watch those. Watch that brain turn. Watch those cogs turn.
All right. Get my hamster running.
Apparently, he was taking a break.
All right, first dunk. There it is.
Got him.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't dunk.
Can you guys tell the difference between my mic when I swapped? It's a lot easier for me to talk. I don't feel like I'm having to.
Yeah, I think once you get the settings settled, it'll be a lot better. But I definitely can tell that you're on something different for sure.
You guys can hear me now, right? This
Yep.
is what I was doing before.
Yeah, you're definitely a lot more muffled.
Okay. I'm gonna miss not being able to walk away from my computer and be able to talk though.
Well, you could just get like a face rig where you just hook it to your face.
True.
Hook it to your face.
Just get one of those like
Just get one of those like whole desks that like attach to you.
Oh,
It's like a standing desk.
Cigarette
with-
ladies from the
Yeah.
40s.
Yeah,
yeah, I gotta work out. I've got to work out the USB cables though. You know, gotta get one on the ceiling so they attach to the ceiling, and they have the little the channels so it slides down.
Yeah, you have the whatchamacallit,
I am overburdened.
like the chains like hanging from the ceiling that like
Overburdened.
keep it all
Overburdened.
together. One thing I will say is that this game is much better than the last one. Really all that's in this cave?
We got a new dog, apparently.
Oh yeah?
There was a stray dog that was roaming around, and
Just took it in?
that's all the commotion that you heard in the background is
Uh,
the excitement over this new dog.
awesome.
Overburdened.
I am overburdened.
I am overburdened.
I keep being overburdened. I hate being overburdened. Get out of here. Okay.
The Order welcomes you.
Nope. Oh. I think it might be time to take a break here in a minute. Bum's getting sore. Need to walk around a little bit. stuff repaired.
Yes.
Have you guys seen the new reports about the NIH funding shit in China?
Which, what do you mean
The old reports or
the-
are they brand new?
Well, like the old reports that are coming out now as verified.
Oh yeah, right. The fund where they what do they call it? Where they're trying they tried to get funding to put it in a bat cave to see what would happen.
Yeah.
Are you talking about you're talking about the grants, right? The grants that they were trying to write.
Yeah, they applied for the grants too.
Yeah. I saw that. And the guy who, the supposed defector, said about the, remember the military games, people getting
Military games, in
getting
October.
infected from that, October of 19. Thought that was pretty interesting, but who knows what's true and what's not? I don't even know anymore. Every time I read anything,
Department propaganda.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't. Who knows what's true and what's not anymore? I don't know. It all seems like garbage to me. Whenever I read anything now, all I think is that it's propaganda, no matter what side it's from. I'm just like,
Yeah,
wow.
I saw a story that came out. I think it was like the middle of, maybe it was like 2 or 3 months ago, and it was talking about the military games that they had, and they said that one of the teams got down, like every single person on the team got sick, and they were like throwing up, and they had symptoms of COVID, quote unquote COVID symptoms.
Yeah.
And then, but it's like I hear this story from on YouTube or Facebook or whatever news organization is now it's like COVID is bad.news.org or whatever it is. It's like you hear this
News.eus.co.
right. Yeah, it's like I don't know what news organization this is, but listen to the whole story, and then I went to Google and tried to find one article that talked about it, and I couldn't find anything. And I'm like, well, I mean, did no one write about this?
They're suppressing it, obviously.
An entire team gets sick from COVID 3 months before the biggest before this outbreak, and no one's talked about it. I don't know. So
fake news. Fake news. It's all fake news.
And then the vaccine one too. I guess that one's going around talking about this 6-month-old got the COVID shot and is paralyzed now.
Oh
It's
no,
like-
I saw the one where it was like the baby got blood clot from breastfeeding from somebody that had got the shot.
Really?
Yeah. Yes. It was on there. Yeah.
wasn't like just a post, or it was like someone.
I'll have to
I don't know.
find it. Hold on.
TikTok is terrible.
Yeah,
No,
TikTok
it's
is
not.
the worst.
Not TikTok. Hold on. Let me
TikTok is terrible.
hold on. Sorry, I'm like trying to pay attention to you guys, but I'm also enthralled by this game as well. But at least it's a game where I can not have to pay attention too much. Not playing hardcore or anything, so it's fine, right?
Should be.
Maybe once I get some stuff in normal mode, then maybe.
You gotta use your new stats, man. Get some vitality up there.
Huh?
I can't carry anymore.
You need vitality.
You don't need
Superman
vitality. And now we know why you're dying.
I'm not dying at all. I've died once.
Okay.
Isn't that like a Alex Jones supplement?
Vitality.
I'm sure it is.
Super male vitality.
It's
Isn't that
spelled
one
with a
of
Z.
them? Yeah, snake oil, as they used to call it.
It's just vitamin C and zinc. It's like, oh, it's perfect.
Right? My girlfriend just says, Alex Jones, the beacon of male vitality and health in America.
To be fair, he was fucking ripped.
He's just a big dude in
No,
general.
but he used to be like a bodybuilder and shit, right?
I'm sure.
No, seriously, look it up. You'll be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck happened, right? I mean,
Look at
it's
look
called
at
getting
Arnold
old.
Look at Arnold
And rich.
Schwarzenegger. Come on, he's no bastion of men's health right now, right? Too many cheeseburgers.
Too much of his
Fuck your freedom.
Too much of his Mexican nannies, Mexican cooking.
one of my in-laws tutored Hulk Hogan's son or daughter, one of the
Oh
two.
my god.
It was kind of interesting.
The
He was the
daughter was
tutor.
pretty good looking.
I can't
But
remember.
she got
One of
of
his
age.
kids. One of his kids. Yeah.
He used to be like all paranoid about it because he
Yeah,
thought she
didn't
was
his
like,
son like get in an accident and kill his buddy?
yep,
That's
he killed
trash.
Cheese.
That's fucking
Crazy.
horrible.
He was driving too fast.
We had that happen in high school.
What was I gonna look up? Okay, hold on. I was gonna look up about the baby.
Baby COVID?
No, the baby blood clot.
Yeah, that's wild. I didn't hear anything about that.
Let me see.
I've heard about it messing with women's cycles, but I mean, any medication does that, really, right?
Did you see the
Ivermectin
Veritas?
doesn't. Oh no!
Did you see the
Oh,
Veritas
hey-o.
videos too?
Yeah, blow darts.
I don't
Blow
know.
darts.
I don't know. The blow dart one. I was like, okay.
That was pretty funny.
I don't know. There's not much here, but I guess it's kind of
Right.
All I
It's
kept
an
thinking, I was
economist.
like,
It's not
man,
even like a
I was like, man, this guy's
researcher.
making the gay community look awful.
yeah. They touted this thing as if it was like the new, like, you know, it was gonna bring down the entire COVID's conspiracy world, and I was like, okay, this is just a random guy at the FDA that, you know,
Yeah,
he's a little
some-
gung ho about COVID or
Yeah.
the shots. Like,
Yeah.
Greetings.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny. I enjoyed it. But yeah, it was pretty bunk.
It's like has 2 drinks at the bar, gives away state secrets.
I know, right?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be something big. The first one seemed a little bit bigger, but then it was just like they packed it all into the intro, and then
Yeah,
everything
I know.
else was just restating the intro. It was
Right,
weird.
yeah, it was kind of, I don't like how they do that, to be honest. I thought it was pretty lame, but whatever.
The edit looked like a Samantha Banana edit.
Just jumping around like crazy give you a headache.
Well, with like the I don't know, it's hard to explain. There's like overlays and
Oh yeah.
the same style that Samantha does. Like they bought the same cheap editing software.
True.
I think I noticed it in Tiberius. You guys ever watch Tiberius?
Yeah, yeah.
She did his intros for all his stuff, and it has like the same feel of those intros. The transition effects and stuff like that, it's all like basically exactly the same.
Oh.
Is that J Freak with you, or is that just a archer?
Yeah, no, that's just my mercenary. But I have got to go to the bathroom and refill my drink. But I will be back in a minute.
Right on. Yeah, what was it, J Freak? That they were planning on spraying some fucking spike protein into a bat cave and then studying the cave?
yeah, they were gonna just do research. This was supposed to be non. You know, this was before they made it transmissible to humans or whatever. But yeah, they were gonna spray it into a cave to see what what results could come from it. And I think part of the grant too was to find out, because obviously when you're testing like a drug or a vaccine or something, and you inject it, you're getting a much higher viral load than you get with a, spraying it and that kind of thing. So I think that was part of their test. They were trying to simulate real world event.
Yeah, like
that kind of thing.
aerosol.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. I didn't read into it. I just saw the report.
I kind of just skimmed over it. I didn't look too much into it. I was doing other researches, topics on Sundays.
So you think you got your argument ready for school loan forgiveness?
Jeez, there's so much there. Like, to me, it's like my thought, my opening thought is just like most conservatives. I think they think it's always about fairness, and that's typically what most people will say is like, oh, it's just not fair to, what about someone who did the right thing and paid off their debt, and then what about people who, it's kind of whataboutism, right? It's fair enough, but then it's like, but the opposite effect is, should we really pay off the debts? And the people who are paying that debt are going to be taxpayers. So, and the majority of the debt, a third of student loan debt, is doctors and lawyers. So if you just get rid of all of it, I mean, you have the rest of the country paying for people who make $200,000 a year, and people who are well off. And they in my research too, like, if you have a lot of money, like if you're a rich family and you're going to college, you don't want to use your money, your cash, for college, because the way the loans work is you get free money. The loans don't even start accruing interest a lot of the times until when you graduate, and it's like, you're just basically granting all of this free money, and then when they get out, they hear rumors about it getting paid off for free, so they're just going to make the minimum payments, because the rest of their money that they could be using to pay it off is giving a higher interest, 10 to 15% per year, and the interest rate on these loans is really low. Sometimes as low as 4%, 3.5 to 4%. So it's like, it's worth it for them to just, anytime they can get free money in a loan, and I say free money, of course there's interest and all that, but anytime they can get and the requirements for getting a loan, almost non-existent with student loans. You just have to show that you're enrolled in a class, and then you get the loan, because the loan's paid directly to the school. It's not paid to the person. So that's kind of the, we're giving a loan for a car, but they might spend it on a different thing or something like that. Well, there's none of that, because you're giving it to the school, and then the school, if there's any extra, the school reimburses it in the means of like food plans and housing plans and all that sort of stuff. This is the rabbit trail I went down, and I'm like, this is crazy. And it started back in like 1993. I think that was the bill. It's like this is old stuff that caused this big balloon that it's inflating, and then people just want to, I don't know, reach out and just grab the top layer and deal with that layer, but it doesn't do anything else. Because in my opinion, if you're going to get rid of welcome back, if you're going to get rid of all the student loans, the student loan debt, you would have to get rid of the student loans at the same time, because otherwise people are just going to take out more student loans, and then the problem is going to keep going.
It just passed, kicking the can down the road is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not only that, it's like, do we acknowledge that there's a problem? Right, and if we acknowledge there's a problem, is this going to solve that problem? And the answer is no. Like, we know that this isn't solving any sort of systemic problem or issues or whatever. It's just a temporary thing. And I'm like, so why are we doing it? But anyway, I haven't actually written out my statements yet, but that's kind of the gist of kind of the where I'm going with it.
Yeah, I think the whole debt forgiveness thing is probably a bad idea.
Well, I think you weren't here, but 30% of all of the student loan debt is like lawyers and doctors, people doing their doctorates.
Yeah.
So these are people who don't need that relief. The majority of, but they're not the ones defaulting on their student loans.
Right.
That's just the majority of the debt. The ones that are defaulting, I think it was over 60%, have less than $5,000, and the reason is because they got tuition assistance and then
Like
didn't
dropped out.
graduate.
Yeah.
Didn't graduate, so they didn't get the degree that provided them that benefit.
Right.
Or they got it in a degree that's not that didn't live up to the demand, live up to the they got it in, I don't know, music performance or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and there's no market demand for that type of degree.
Right. Yeah. Maybe they got it in like journalism. Right. There's none of those left anymore.
Yeah.
Have you guys looked into? I don't know too much about it, but I know like the basic gist of like the ones where like you pay back based on like your salary, and then it's based on like a cap, so like you don't have to pay like more than what you borrowed or something like that.
Yeah, that was so those are called. Hold on, I think I wrote that down. I don't know what's called. I didn't write it down. It's basically a catch net or a safety net, and basically what it is, after 20 years, if you've made the minimum payments and you set up, if you qualify for this program, after 20 years, your entire tuition is paid for by the government. Now it's a 20-year program, so it's a long time, but if you qualify and you
that just that seems not the greatest.
Well,
but I think something else. I thought I was talking about something else. I was talking about like a different type of loan system, not just like the government pays. It was like where you like sign on to these loans where the amount you pay is based on your income, but then you're still only on the hook for like whatever the interest and the principal. But then if you don't
I'm not
have
really
a job,
sure. I know
Australia.
Australia has something like that. That might be what you're thinking of. Yeah. Australia has their loans, and I haven't looked into this yet, but I just kind of got a overall, like, it was basically a YouTube video that said Australia's doing this. This is so. But basically, they tie your student loans to your income, and if you're not making any income, basically they tie it to your taxes. It's like a tax. So if you're not making any money, then you're not paying off your student loans.
Yeah.
Right. And I guess I don't know how the interest works, if there is interest. I'm not sure how any of that works, but
I am overburdened.
it seems like it would be okay, and maybe that's something like if we can tackle the system itself, if we acknowledge the issues that we have with the quote unquote system, and then for the people who are bogged down by the system, you can do something like that, an approach like that or something for the current people. I don't know, something to consider. That's the hard part is, I guess it's kind of like racism in America or whatever after the Jim Crow laws were done. It's like all these people had to deal with these issues, but okay, you're free now. Go live your lives. It's like, but there's such a disadvantage there. Like when does that not? What do we do now? Like it's kind of like a reparations kind of thing. It's like all these people. To be fair, I guess they signed up for the loan. It's not like it's not a similar analogy, but
right. Yeah,
you still feel bad for people who were kind of duped, and colleges are taking advantage of it. They don't care.
Right. I don't really think that. I don't really feel bad for anybody, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Yeah, well, the colleges, even no matter what, so the GDP growth from America averages. So I looked at GDP growth. I looked at inflation, the inflation rate, and I looked at the rate of growth for colleges, and or the rate of what is this dog doing? The tuition rate for colleges. The colleges have gone like up 5% every single year, no matter what. And GDP goes up a couple percent every year. Inflation goes up a couple percent. Even when we had like in 1999 the bust or whatever, tuition still steadily climbed. And then what happened was all of these loans came in. The government was like, hey, guys, you can get these federal loans and you don't even have to, all you got to do is sign your name. That's all you have to do to qualify. So, of course, the colleges are like, heck yeah, we love that. More money for us, paid for by the government. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's like you're adding in a whole bunch of these things, and now you have a melting pot of just crap, and this is what you end up with. Yeah. It's like good intentions and good intentions and good intentions, and now you're
full of shit.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe a good example is all of these good intentions, and then you gorge yourself, and now you're fat. Just, you know what I mean? It's like too much.
I just came out of the greatest conversation to ever be had.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh my god, I'm crying. So this person was, I won't say names, but they were screaming and yelling, Joe Biden is literally Satan. He's a racist. He is the devil. He will be impeached. He will. I'm just sorry.
Who is this? Oh, come on. Tell me who
sounds
this was.
based.
Tell me who this was. Tell me who it
was. I don't want to say it.
Right? You know who it was.
Yeah, Biggs. Because since you wouldn't tell me when you were like somewhat angry, it's fine.
You know why I was a little upset with you.
I don't.
Yes,
I DM'd Luder and Lily said, "What is he talking about?"
No, Luder doesn't know about what I'm mad about.
Yeah, I don't know either. So please context. Just saying, I'm a little bit irked by something. Okay, what?
It was Fnatic, right?
It was Fnatic.
So Biggs, do I get context, or do I get sent a private DM on what it was?
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
You don't get a goddamn thing, alright, Alexa?
But Luder, Joe Biden is literally Satan. Literally.
I mean, yeah.
I'm dying. Oh my god.
I don't know, man. If that's what the fuck.
Here, it was from like 8:26 yesterday.
In general or mod?
Mod.
All right.
Oh, that's not even cool.
You guys
Come
and your
on.
inside fucking stories and secrets.
Blue people can't even see it.
Right.
8:26 yesterday.
Luder, we need you now, and you're gone. We need the Team Blue Union rep.
Team Blue Union rep.
The union rep.
Thank you.
This is how. It's actually my secret strategy to pill all of the conservatives on collectivism. Okay.
It's your secret strategy to what?
It's my secret strategy to pill all of the conservatives on collectivism.
Why is this? Okay, I think this game is broken.
Okay. No. So, he said that was okay.
Okay, that's fine.
I asked permission.
Okay, good. That makes more. Okay, so now you see why I would be upset, and then.
Yes, that's. I asked permission.
Okay, good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I openly asked permission for that. I wouldn't just do that.
Okay, well that's from my viewpoint. That's what it looked like to me.
That's why I didn't understand. I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Okay, now that makes more sense. Why am I not able to find the? This game is fucking with me because I should be able to like.
But yeah, no. Here I will tell Luder who said it, and then I will DM you because I don't want to say it on stream. I'll be mean.
There's supposed to be another tunnel here, I thought, and it's not.
Then I'll just copy and paste it and send it to you.
Is this? Am I just dumb and not seeing it?
There you go. That's who was saying it, Biggs. If you're still, I just say it because if you're still streaming.
Okay, yeah. funny.
Literally Satan. Okay, and I was like, okay, explain to me how they're literally Satan. They go, they just are.
That's funny.
Here's a question: do you guys think Biden does get impeached after 22?
No, I think he'll run his 4 years and then won't run again. Unless the only way I see
impeached
him not
doesn't mean
not
removed.
going.
I'm just saying impeached.
No,
Republicans have the House, maybe. Yeah, it's possible.
I don't think so. I don't think they'll put. I don't think they'll push for maybe. I doubt it though. They won't go
It
anywhere.
depends on if more stuff happens, but I think at this point, probably not.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think he'll. I think he'll run 4 years as long as something of natural causes don't happen.
Well, they're rushing. They're rushing to get everything in now, so they don't have to rewrite shit in the House. I mean, ruling by decree is pretty bad. It's pretty bad stuff.
To be
There's a
honest,
couple things in that conversation I can't repeat while this is on stream, but I will tell y'all later.
you can say some things as long as they're not TOS.
I can't say certain things. Like,
Okay, that's fine.
I think threatening the president of the United States in that way is gotta be against TOS.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so I don't want to take that risk for you.
No, that's fine. I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah. No need to take that kind of risk.
Yeah, it's also big 'cause it's not me. If it was me, I would just say. If I was streaming, I would just fucking said it. But like, it's on Big's end, so it could cause him to.
Honestly, I mean, I think he times out in the next fucking 6 months or so. Fucking old.
He's old, yeah, but he'll be fine. Like I said, unless it's natural causes, he'll run this 4
They're
years.
gonna have him pepped up on so much fucking shit. They'll make him
That's
fucking.
just gonna kill him faster.
They'll weekend
bitch.
at Bernie's his ass to the end, okay? If they have to, all right. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but they
Bernie
will.
had a fucking stroke. Yeah, Bernie had 2 strokes actually. So.
That too.
Yeah, so let's not forget that Bernie had 2 goddamn
Well,
strokes.
didn't Bernie have a heart attack? Actually, I thought Biden had. a
Biden
stroke.
had brain surgery for an aneurysm.
Yeah,
like
that's what I thought.
the shit that they're pepping him up with is not making
But
him
he's not doing
live
anything.
longer.
He's already said that he's done. Like he's done.
Who's that? Bernie?
Yeah, Bernie. Bernie said he won't run again. He won't even try it.
Well,
Clock.
I mean, he got fucked out of
Oh
the 2 elections in a
my
row.
lordy, lord.
Hold on, Clock. I'm gonna send you something.
To be fair, though, I totally forgot that person that you told me just now about that. I forgot that person even existed. Does that make me a bad person?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Yes. I'll
Hello.
be contrarian.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Wow, Clock said he was gonna take a break today, but as soon as he saw fucking Looter,
It's the cock guy. He's here.
The cock guy. No, I told everybody that, Alexa.
but yeah, there you go, Clock. That was the conversation that I was having over in the Octagon.
Wow.
Literally,
Phantom's in there. I see.
literal Satan. Okay, literal Satan.
As opposed to the figurative.
Yeah, true. She seems to fluctuate between like the right and the left. And, like,
Stability and instability.
All over the fucking place.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't be mean.
But
Yeah,
like,
let me do that for you.
I was being, they were yelling just like for 20 minutes, like, you're wrong, you don't know. And I was like, I do know, but calling the President of the United States literally Satan, you sound like Alex Jones.
What if at the end he gets on to like the podium one day and he's talking, he's all like mama, and all of a sudden he like pulls off his flesh and just like the horns and tail start growing? That'd be awesome.
No, it's like
Peels off his
Trigon.
human suit.
No, it's like Trigon. So it's like he has like the human form, and also his daughter comes out. He just gets really big, has 4 eyes.
Why are you wearing that silly man suit, Donnie?
Yeah, it's just Trigon in disguise.
Another movie I haven't seen in a while that I need to watch.
What?
Donnie Darko.
Yeah, it's pretty good movie.
One of my favorites.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a better time.
There's part of me that wants to jump back over there and kind of just see what else I can
Do it.
to come around.
Get him.
Feel free to. I don't feel like exhausting myself.
Get him.
I don't know. I feel like I really drilled it home.
What do you say? Maybe Joe Biden not so bad?
So what I said was they said that Joe Biden, that their past, it was really bad. They were racist, they were sexist, they were this, that, and the other. They said about 5 minutes before that we should just forget their past, and like we should just forget Trump's past and all there and not judge them on the past. When they said that, I said, but aren't we supposed to forget their past? And then they go, no, 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 Joe Biden. I said, oh, so it's only implied for Joe Biden. No, I was like, that's what you just said. And they go, no, just be quiet. I was like, okay, pivot. It's fine.
Maybe Blue Man not so bad.
He's meh. I don't give a full opinion until 2 years. That's my rule.
Well, so far he's doing a pretty shit job, I'd say, but we'll
He
see.
gets you get no full opinion on me about Joe Biden until 2 years. That is my number one rule. Same way with Trump.
I don't know. Trump's gonna run again, and
No, he won't.
No, I don't think he is either.
No, he'll back DeSantis, but he won't run.
no, DeSantis is taking too big of a
you're
hit.
wrong about the election fraud. You're wrong about this. I'll get you again on this. All right.
What do you mean election fraud? When did I say that?
You used to say that you. I heard this before quote. You said, "I believe in my core that the election was stolen."
I said that it was. I didn't say it was stolen, like you're trying to imply. I said the media fucking developed a narrative.
They fortified the
changed.
election.
Yeah.
Wait, are you saying that left-leaning media didn't speak well about Trump?
What's that?
Are you saying that left-leaning media didn't speak well about Trump? Dear God.
No, I'm saying all media. I'm saying NPR saying that Hunter Biden's laptop was fake, and then coming out and saying that it was real last week proves that.
Well, there's a lot of news organizations that will initially say stories are not true or could be not true, and then they will come out and say something else. That happens a lot.
No, but now you're just carrying
They
over
covered it
for-
up for the election. Come on now, you know that's
Exactly.
true. You
Everybody
know it.
knows
How many times were those stories positive for Trump?
What
From
on
the
left-leaning media? Never.
Yeah,
Zero.
exactly. I mean,
Through any
Yeah.
media. I mean, it was just
It's like it's
besides
fucking-
Fox and Newsmax, what other media was non-biased? Period.
Most media was pretty left-leaning. I mean, it's just how it is.
So I mean, that's just cool now. Is that all media has political bias?
It's how it was in 2016, 2017, 2012.
No,
I don't
no. This is a
agree.
more recent.
I don't agree to
this
the
is a more
extent that it
recent
happened in
So
the
you're
last.
saying
fucking-
during when so you're saying when Obama was president that the averagely left-leaning media just really just dunked on him, just really went out. No, they spoke very highly of him. Usually, if some little thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying like overall, but like it has massively changed after Trump got elected.
I agree that they become more extreme. I would agree to that, but that's just how it is. I don't agree with it.
Lies and deflecting and covering for the left is just insane. Not only in like media, but in like social media and
just in regular life and conversations,
Yes.
like right now.
This like covering up things not really a left or right thing. It's both. They both have been doing this like since
I don't
2000.
Still for the left, okay? Still for China.
But yeah, no, like after 9/11, when George W. Bush finally pushed to let mass media groups run these stories of like weapons of mass destruction in the Middle East, it was pretty much anything goes at that point. And ever since then, the media has just steadily went downhill. I mean, that's just what happened. So pretty much from 9/11 forward to now, we can see the media cover up stories, make up shit, cover as they want to, more and more and more. And that's where we're at today. It's not like a new thing. It didn't come out of nowhere. It's been building up for a while.
Oh yeah,
just
but
how
I'm saying
it was.
the main toggle switch was definitely the Trump election. Like that's when it went into overdrive.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
what it all built up to. Trump was pretty much the straw that broke the camel's back with most things. In our social life, people became more aggressive towards each other. The politisphere became more toxic. Everything was because everything built up to this point. Every single thing had been building up to this point for 20 plus years.
I mean,
and when Trump came in, it broke it.
just the simple fact of the Hunter Biden laptop, the polls that were done saying that, what was it, like fucking 17% of Democrats said they would not have voted for Biden. That in itself is enough to swing the election. So that's when I say that it was stolen. That's what I mean. That the media chose to cover certain things and chose not to cover other things that were all as legitimate as they needed to be.
Especially the report that came out, I guess today or yesterday,
All right, you ready
basically
for me?
confirming everything that.
Exactly.
there
And then
were
now the
actual
indictments on
videos.
the Alpha Bank fucking bullshit, like it's all falling apart, and it's gonna fall
Yeah.
apart.
Are you ready for me to make this take that you're really like? Good. I'm glad the media stole the election. I'm glad Joe Biden's president.
All
You know
right,
what?
see, so now we all agree that the media stole the election, right?
Do it again, actually. I'll actually endorse it next time.
Right. But this started off as me having a take that is totally wrong, that gets dunked on, and in all actuality, it's like, oh yeah, we all kind of agree on that.
Yeah, I'm glad the media did this. I hope they do it fucking again. I hope we have Democratic presidents from here fucking out. No more
So
Republican
what
presidents.
I hear is that you like racist and sexist abusers to be in
Wait,
power.
hold on a
That's what I took from that.
Wait a
That's
second.
real.
Wait, neo-Nazis are on the right. Fascists are on the right.
No, fascist is
Oh.
not necessarily right. Fascist can be.
No, we're
left.
not
Aw.
fascists.
I
Biggs,
mean,
we're
if we're talking
anti-fascists.
horseshoe theory, then
No.
Please find me an actual fascist that endorses Joe Biden. I'll wait.
I would say
fascist.
that Joe
Wait.
Biden is more
Spencer?
fascist,
Richard Spencer, what's up?
leading
All
the
day.
charge
I'll
on
wait for you to find me one.
leading the charge on government by decree.
Oh,
Of all
okay,
presidents
pivot
of all
away from
time,
conversation.
literally
That's
the
pivot
most,
away.
the most in the time frame he's been in office, the most edicts ever. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
away.
like,
You can't find an actual fascist that supports Joe Biden. That's okay. Pivot.
okay,
Pivot.
sure.
No. I think what he's saying is that all actual fascists really do support Joe Biden.
No.
Like
I
if
mean,
we were talking about
I don't know
actual
about- I don't know
fascism and
about
not
you,
just
but,
derogatory
But having
terms.
to show my papers to eat in a restaurant seems pretty fascist. And I don't know who runs New York, but it seems like that'd be pretty
Wait,
fascist.
hold on. That was done under Trump.
No,
Wait a
I'm
minute.
talking about New York right now. Not back then. I'm talking about now.
Well, it was like that though
No, it
with
wasn't.
Trump.
No. It was
no,
not.
no,
Don't lie.
this just happened.
Don't lie.
Wait, hold on. Okay, maybe I misunderstood this. Okay.
Yeah, in New York, to get into a bar, restaurant, or any public setting, you need to have a proof of vaccination.
And an ID.
Okay,
and
never
a
mind.
picture
I
ID.
thought it was something else.
So
Never mind, I
from
thought
my
something else.
understanding, I thought IDs were racist. Alexa, isn't that true? That's what we've
Yes.
been told
Yep.
all of last
I'm gonna go-
few years.
I'm gonna go all out here. Okay. Yeah. they
Not
are-
only that, but the people who enacted those laws knew that African Americans don't want to get the vaccine.
Right.
The
It was
vaccine
actually.
All
They
right.
knew-
My
they knew
understanding
they
is that
didn't-
if a
they
law
just didn't
is,
want
if
black
the
people to
law's
go into
outcome is
stores,
racist,
okay?
then the law is racist, whether or not
Yeah,
the intent
here's
was
the thing.
racist.
This
Right?
is just a
And to be fair,
Republican.
Black Lives Matter just put out a statement saying that they're going to start protesting Joe Biden
Yeah,
for
BLM's gonna
their
start
systematic
protesting, like-
racism.
Do I
Yeah,
like
hold on a
BLM
second.
now? I don't
All right,
understand.
let's give Alexa a chance, okay, guys.
Yeah. Let me spread my propaganda, okay? Jeez, let me get it. All right, look, yeah, it is fucking racist to ID people, and you know what? It's the Republicans doing it. See, they want to twist your mind with your Fox News and
Okay,
Ben Shapiro.
wait. No. Who instituted these ID laws? For getting so
the GOP.
it's more important that you have an ID to eat food than to vote. Okay, that's
Yes,
what you're telling me.
yes,
Okay, sure.
Yes.
All right, I'm glad we're on the same page then. Sure.
Yeah,
Sounds amazing.
100%.
Wait, Biggs, do you disagree?
Uh-huh. Are you
About what?
actually? Are you
Obviously,
for?
the standard for like eating should be higher than voting, right?
Yeah, obviously. So you're saying that eating is not as important as voting? Are you saying that eating is not as important as voting?
I don't
bitch?
think anybody,
Hey guys, let's be very careful
anybody
because
should
this
be
might be picked up as a new
discriminated.
talking point.
I don't think anybody should be discriminated against based on their race, which these laws are obviously doing. So I think that in itself is wrong.
Discriminate them from eating?
You are literally telling black people they can't eat, Alexa. I'm not saying
Yeah,
that you
well,
are.
So if you're agreeing to this, that you're also pushing for this.
No, I don't agree with it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, but you just said you agreed. You just said. So are
No, I
you
didn't.
are you pivoting?
What do you? I don't even know what you're talking about right now. I agreed with what?
You just agreed that you said that we agree here that
No, he
you.
agreed
No, I
that
didn't
it
say
is
that.
fascism in New York.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
And
that
that
they're
they're
preventing.
Democrats.
They're literally being racist against minorities in New York with these laws. That's what I'm
The
saying.
Republicans are the real.
No, it's the Democrat. There's no Republicans running New York.
It
I'm
is.
sorry to
It
say,
is.
no, there's not.
It was a grand scheme. All right,
They're secret Republicans, right? They're
They're really
secret.
covert Republicans. That's right. I forgot.
So it's when we got rid of Como. Okay,
Liberals are Republicans now. That's what it is.
yeah.
You
So
forgot.
here's the thing: when they got rid of Como, this was the GOP's grand scheme to get all of the other Republicans in here. They knew they got the lefty out because Como had it. He had it in the bag, had all the good lefties and stuff, and they got rid of him.
You're saying this is just a plan to have Republicans open restaurants in New York?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
What, do you disagree with this?
I mean, if you can provide me a source, I would be happy to take a look. But
You don't
I
need
don't know
a
what the fuck you're
source,
talking
Biggs.
about.
You don't need a source. Just trust me, bro.
Yeah. like obviously, this is just common knowledge. Just get woke.
Go broke.
I bet if you spent more time on Facebook, you would know this, idiot.
I know. Damn it! Why did that?
I also endorse everything I said to 100%. Blitz is like, clip it and ship it.
Hell yeah.
Done.
You guys are great.
I'm the real content here.
I know, right? Coming in here saying this quiet stuff out loud.
I mean, it's just the truth, If Republicans and the GOP would just stop with their antics and let the Democratic Party do their job, we'd be a lot better off.
We'd be putting people back in slavery. We had the Democrats had their way. I mean, they basically want people to own nothing and be happy, and now they don't want black people to eat in restaurants. They want literal segregation. They want it. They tried to take out the.
You're not considered a person
they tried to
anymore.
take out the protection, the discrimination protection from California's Constitution. Okay, I mean this is pretty.
Like, you're just
ballsy
spewing
stuff.
your rhetoric. You have no
the new
evidence of this. Okay, go watch your Alex Jones and sip on your herbal tea. This isn't true. Okay, so
The
Oh, so you're saying that
Constitution
they
doesn't
didn't?
protect for vaccination status.
yeah.
You know what
So
I mean?
here's the whole thing, right? We understand that communism is better than capitalism. Okay, so obviously communism just hasn't
So
worked
you
yet.
just have
But
to concede that fact to start, obviously.
Right? Just talk right past it like it's everybody agrees.
Oh my
So, like,
gosh.
if you've read the Communist Manifesto, obviously it says in the manifesto that we need equality of workplace, equality of society, and stuff like that. Obviously, that's what we need. Capitalism is evil to the core, absolutely evil. Socialism, that's for the weak. We need communism, straight up communism. And the way this works is once we endorse the communism and we bring forward the communism, we will have communism.
Oh my
Right? I mean, the left they basically agree. They're just skipping the revolution part and going straight to the
well, we don't need a revolution.
authoritarianism part.
That's the wrong way to go about it, right? No revolution. That's not. We just get straight to communism the way it always should have been.
Viva
Yeah, no, they're skipping
revolution!
that part. Like, they don't even need the working class anymore. All they need
No,
is
we don't
freedom.
need it. No more unions. Nothing.
I mean, true. That's the way they're playing it.
We don't need it. Capitalism's evil to the core.
No, that's not true.
And this is why Trump is going to be president again.
All capitalism does is
enslave people, and you're okay with that.
No.
Okay.
It shows that the actual flaw isn't
shows
the
the actual
system.
flaw
No,
in your
listen.
racist theories.
No. The actual flaw is not the system itself, it's that man dictates the system. That's all it shows. Because yes, it's obvious because in all systems, whether it's socialist, communist, capitalist, whatever. The biggest flaw of all those systems is the human factor because humans are fucking flawed and are
You're saying
shitty.
only man can do this. You can't. You're saying a woman can't do this. Wow. So it's sexist. Okay.
Well, considering through history, I
So
mean, it's been
capitalism
mostly
is sexist. And big is okay.
it's been mostly men that have been the aggressors.
Oh wow! So you're saying women are even part of history now? Wow! So you're just excluding women in general. Big's the sexist confirmed. I'm gonna clip that one.
I know, but how about I join the same party as Hans and we can all laugh about how we hate women? It'd be great.
You can go on Hans McCure and talk about why Joe Lewis is such a piece of shit.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that's probably
his race. He's a piece of wow.
That's probably the best and most truest, honest thing you've said all night.
Or the most good faith.
Yeah, right.
Where Lewis is based.
Yeah, everything I've said here is completely true, and everything you said is just racist, sexist rhetoric.
Right?
Based in what? Race bait?
Or just base in general. Hey, Blizz, it's okay that you're a racist.
In one corner, we've got Hans, the neo-Nazi. His name is literally German. In the other corner,
isn't all Germans are neo-Nazis? Wow!
We've got Joe Lewis, the Al Sharpton of Twitch, Reverend Jesse Jackson of Twitch. Oh my god, it's like just writes itself, guys. It's hilarious. I do kind of feel bad for Hans, though, getting involved in that. I know he's doing it for content, but, like, goddamn.
To get involved in a Joe Lewis arc?
What was the thing you got? Yeah, what happened?
Oh,
I missed it.
So Hans had a couple panels or, like, conversations with some people. One of them was Demon Mama. The other one was some other person. I don't know who they are. And basically, they got a little heated. And then Joe Lewis basically like called him out on Twitter and said like, "Hey, you're basically a sexist. You need to check yourself. You got a body count. You got Cherry."
Of course he did.
Yeah. And then Hans was like, "Let's talk about what we were talking about because I guess it was about education." And so then him and Hans had like a little conversation where Bosch and Prime like moderated. Like if that tells you anything. About the shit show that it was. So basically, they were talking about mandating like schooling, and Joe basically was saying like we don't need like compulsory like educational laws anymore, and Hans was like, yes we do, and basically Joe, the whole argument was like arguing about what compulsory means and like what the laws actually are, which basically is like. He was trying to change the actual definition of compulsory to not mean like required by law, and even though that's exactly what it means, and it was just so dumb.
Yeah.
The whole conversation was dumb. But basically, Joe was just
like
being
enforceability. It turned into.
Well, yeah, because he was talking about how like the school districts have different policies and different things like truancy officers and whatnot. But like, literally, if you don't send your kid to school, like the parents could be criminally like charged. Like that's just how it is. In some states, it's more severe. In other states, it's not, right?
Yeah, it's like 16, right? Usually.
Yeah. And then you're talking about, like, exemptions for, like, Amish people, and they can, like, take their kids at, like, I don't know, like 14 or something.
Yeah, was it 8th grade?
Yeah, 8th grade.
After 8th grade?
Yeah. So basically, it's just, like, really dumb stuff, and Joe was
all
obviously...
basically about sending kids back to school, though, in general, like, in-person classrooms, right?
I didn't catch that part of it, but it might have been.
Like that's what it was supposed to be about.
Oh, really? I only caught like bits and pieces of all the different VODs and whatnot, but I don't know. I thought it was funny. I felt bad for Hans that he got himself into that mess, but whatever.
Did Joe Lewis pull the whole? You're just trying to have the state and just have police go force black kids to go to school. Okay?
Yeah, basically, yeah, that's true. That's basically what he said.
This tree bristles with magic.
Because that's how normal people think, right?
Right?
Yes.
Obviously.
How else can we send police into black neighborhoods?
Sorry, I had to go I thought I could get trying to find some more communist comrades. Well, I told them that there were some capitalists in here and need to be dunked on for their racist ways.
Oh
Is
my
that how you
gosh.
do it, Alexa? You
That's how
depending
I
on
do
whose
it,
Discord
yeah.
you're in, that's the view you propose.
Yeah, I'm a straight up communist, clip and ship, alright? Stand by this. There's nothing wrong with communism, there never has been.
The people. It's not communism. It's just the people that are in communist society.
Yeah, it's honestly the
I mean,
capitalist.
true.
To be
Actually,
fair, we've
yeah.
never done
Just
true
like many
capitalism
other
either.
things. It's
True.
good on paper, but the human element corrupts it.
Isn't that every form of government?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I know.
everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, exactly.
I don't
Like,
know.
isn't that like what every religion tries to solve too?
Yeah, it's all dumb. Like I've
Pretty
been
much.
watching. I'm actually almost done with Voyager now. So I basically in the last couple months watched almost 520 episodes of Star Trek.
I mean,
Starting with
Deep Space Nine is S tier.
I
There's a
personally,
lot of people that would disagree with you, but I agree. I like Deep Space Nine.
I like Deep Space Nine as well. I think all of them are pretty good. Like the whole
Always
Next
better than all of it.
Generation, Deep Space
Yeah,
Nine,
Next Gen
and
was my shit.
Voyager was good. I don't think I'm gonna watch Enterprise because it's garbage, but I might just because I need it, like the Jones for it. But like since then, like that
Picard,
whole,
have you guys watched that?
I have not. I need to watch that too.
I really want to see that.
I don't
I've
have
just
that.
been sleeping on it.
That whatever Paramount Plus or whatever it's on. I don't have that, and I'd have to
Wow,
like
imagine
download it.
having your friend Paramount Plus, like a true communist.
What'd you say?
You have what?
Imagine not having your friends, Paramount Plus and all their other streaming services, like a true communist.
I just don't have
you can
friends, so
you can just Google stuff, right?
no, I know I can just download it if I wanted to, but
Oh no, I'm gonna die. Crap.
what level are you?
Oh no, I'm playing. Oh, I made it. I'm playing Subnautica. It came out on the Xbox, the Game Pass, whatever.
Oh. You quit Diablo already?
Oh, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna play it more. Just
Oh,
not now.
Not right now. Oh. Fine.
Yeah, I'm the same as you, Biggs. When I get something new that I've been looking forward to, it's like 3 days. Like, don't try to talk to me.
Another thing I like about this game is it's one that I can like talk to you guys and play at the same time and not like it's not too involved.
It's a brain dead game. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too involved
For the most part.
But I am going to end my stream now, I think, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to hang out in here after the stream, but I was going to do a little outro. But thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. It's so much more fun to like have people that actually talk to when I'm playing games and not just like in streaming and not just like talk to myself in like a 3-viewer Andy stream. And thank you again, Blizza. You're amazing for those gifted subs. I really appreciate it. You guys are great. And I'm hoping now that this game's out and stuff, we can do more of these chats and play some games.
Unlike the communists, I actually do support people that I consider part of my in-group.
Yeah, I've got you, and then all the people you gifted. Looter and Clock Guy were two of my first people to sub. I think Buckeye was actually the first person, if I remember correctly. But anyways, I'm gonna hop off the stream tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys here on the flip side.